and there is a history that personal, including safety professional, lost their lives due to pigging activity, specifically at the end of the pigging when there is a removal of the pig. So both of these topics are very interesting, and looking forward that both of these speaker will give us will throw some good light on these topics. So thank you so much. Before we start, I would like to request all of you that our professional development conference is coming up, and we are a voluntary organization. Since many years, we are doing this PDC, and we are running it very successfully with the volunteers like you. We need your support once again to make it successful. We have 2 months remaining almost for our PDC. So I would like to request all of you, please come forward and participate to support this event. And this will be beneficial for you, not only as an experience for volunteering in such event, but in many other ways. So I request all of you, please come forward and join. Whoever wish to do volunteering services or participate in this event, you have the email ID of ASSP Kuwait chapter, info@kuwait.assp.org. Please drop a mail, or you have ASSP WhatsApp number. You can give your names, and Mr. Ramanna will forward it to the particular committee, and they will decide where you can be of more useful based on your current work, timings and current how you are working right now. So thank you so much for this, and let's not take a lot of time. Back to you, Secretary.
Thank you, President Mr. Mazuddin Sheikh, who is a KOC safety engineer and volunteering to support our chapter activities from many years. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to go further with our upcoming and the events which we have already did in this tenure. Mr. Ramna, could you please share further? We have been conducted one of the wonderful events, that was the International Day for Preservation, and that is Ozone Day in 18th of September 2022, where Mr. Bhanu Pratap Singh was the speaker, and more than 35 participants were participated in this event. Next, we have ASP preparatory workshop. It was started last Friday, and there is around 12 participants. This workshop will be continued up to the 7th of October, continue 5 Fridays. Still, this is one of the opportunity to our members and non-members who can join that. It's only one Friday we have started. Next, we have been completed and conducted one of the face-to-face technical meet, and I'm thankful to our committee heads and training committee regarding it. And it was sponsored by 5am, and our committee head, Mr. Pravesh, he was the behind of this scene. He organized this face-to-face meet where Eat Right is a respiratory fit test really required. It was conducted on 27th of August, and where Mr. Binas Nasser, who was the speaker, and around 60 participants were participated in this event. We have also conducted our technical meet PSM forum under the PSM forum, and that was the meet number 25, where 92 participants were joined this meet from all over the world, and it was conducted 17th of August. Mr. Srinivas Gandhi and Mr. Rizwan Ahmad Wankar was the speaker. I am thankful to all speakers and the organizers for that. We have recently Toastmasters meeting, and this is very important for us in our job careers, also especially for the enhancing of communication skill. This is a good platform for our members and non-members who can join our Toastmasters Club. We have few upcoming events that as our Mr. President, Mr. Mazhar Sheikh, he shared with you that we are very near to the PDC and only 48 days are remaining. That will be 11th number of PDC, and we are going to be organized here face to face. We have exhibition layout here. You can see, and as a participants, you can be exhibitor, you can promote your companies development and any operational things. Also, details are there in our brochures. You can visit to our website also, where you will get more detailing about. These are our endorsement and support teams and companies. We are thankful on behalf of ASSP Kuwait chapter for their support and all time. Next. This is also our sponsorship committee, companies, and this is good opportunities for our chapter that we are getting support from these companies such as like Equate, Ensign, IHS. This is our website look. You can visit on the website and you will get more information about it. ASSP-KC.org. And this is a brochure for our sponsors and exhibitors, invitation brochure. You will get information on it. We are going to organize a scaffolding trainer training, and one of the STI Scaffolding Institute third party, which is US based, and they are organizing worldwide this training, and this will be very valued and important training for us. I would like to recommend to all members who have not gone through this training can be attend this, or parallelly you can also communicate to our colleagues, HSC professionals, to think about it, to register about it. Next. This is also one of the very good opportunity for our industry business partners, and our I'm requesting to our HSC professionals, please get this opportunity involved and pass this message to your company management. And this is a very good ASSP-GC Excellence Award 2022, and we are going to organize this year. So just come, and we are very the deadline of you can see here 10th of October. So still we have a time to apply this applications, and that will be very good for your company to show their HSC management system. We have few upcoming events like Global OSHA Authorized Gas Testers that would be in this month by 23rd and 24th. Breast Cancer Awareness Program under our Vice Committee, that will be 3rd October 22. I would like to request your family members, and you can encourage your family members to, this is a purely ladies program, so that will be good for them. Just give, just pass the message and try to encourage to participate in this. Crane safety and rigging safety under our training committee. Thank you. And it will be on 14th of October. Again, we have, as it is a monthly basis, another technical meet under the PSM forum. And meet number 27 we will be going to conduct on 19th of October. So now it was the upcoming events which we will going to conduct. Now I would like to request our committee head, Mr. Arshad Ayub, who's a lead safety engineer in Kuwait Oil Company, and I'm thankful to his team member for organizing this event. He's going to introduce today's speakers and further details. Thank you, Mr. Arshad Ayub.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Good evening. First of all, thanks for participating on today's technical meet, PSM technical meet number 26. As everyone said, we have two good speakers, Alhamdulillah. Also, I would like to thank ASSP Kuwait chapter for providing this platform and giving these opportunities. One of the great initiative from one of our mentors, Mr. Ujjwal Ritvik. He was the person who initiated this kind of technical meets. Alhamdulillah, by God's grace, we are doing it in a very successful way with good speakers every month. Similarly, this month also we have two good speakers. First, I would like to introduce the first speaker, Mr. Salman. He is a HSE engineer in one of the KOC projects with the KA-Lamor company. Alhamdulillah, he has more than 10 years of experience. He is a very good person and very close friend of me. He has very good experience in construction, commissioning, maintenance, not only in KOC projects, in KNPC refinery projects, in KIPIC, in PIC. Also, he has worked in with the Technicals Windows. So it was very good experience with him. Today he is going to Ramna, can you please change the slide? Today he is going to speak on one of the good topic of historic gas leak in one of the Texas project plant, Waterflood plant operating station. So I hope everyone will enjoy this session, and thank you very much. Thank you, Ramana. Mr. Salman, now it's your time. Please share your screen and go ahead. Salman, can you please share your screen?
Assalamualaikum, sir. Here it is showing disabled participants.
Yeah, can you make co-host to Salman, please, Ramana?
Yeah, it's done, I think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, now you are co-host,
Okay,
Salman. Please go ahead. Please unmute yourself, Salman. Yeah, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. I feel honored to have the chance to speak on such a notable topic today. First, I would like to thank you, Mr. Arshad Ayub, the head of the PSM committee, for encouraging and inviting me for today's session. Let me also express gratitude to our President, Mr. Mazharuddin Sheikh, as well as our Vice President, Mr. Safdar Ali Khan, and our Secretary, Mr. Abdullah of our ASSP Kuwait chapter for leading and planning a wonderful session on process safety management. And also, I'm grateful for Mr. Ujjwal Ritvik and all of the PSM mentors for continually educate us the importance of a process safety management program. It's wonderful to see you, everyone, and we appreciate your presence for today's session. So let me begin by just outline my own background. My name is Salman Burhanuddin, and currently I'm working in Kuwait Environmental Remediation Project at KOC, and I'm total having 9+ years of experience in implementing and managing health and safety in the field of oil and gas petrochemical industries. And today I'm here to talk to you about the release of hydrogen sulfide at Aghorn operating Waterflood station. So here you can see the incident location. It is operated by Aghorn Operating Incorporated. So on October 26, 2019, the Aghorn Operating Incorporated Waterflood station near Odessa, Texas, the one Aghorn employee, he actually succumbed to toxic hydrogen sulfide gas that had escaped through a damaged pump. So his wife also fatally injured by the hydrogen sulfide gas, and while searching for him at the facility, after he didn't return to his home. So our review of this event is about the unfortunate loss of 2 lives, but the lessons from this incident affect the multitude of other oil and gas facilities throughout the country that handle this kind of toxic gases. This incident was both tragic and unnecessary, and we urge companies, those operating oil and gas facilities, to understand the findings from this investigation and implement appropriate safeguards and trainings. And we need to work together to ensure that our workers and community members return home safely each and every day. So before going to this incident summary, we will first understand the illustration of Aghorn water flooding process. So the Aghorn water flood station is used as a part of a process to extract oil from underground reservoirs in West Texas. So basically, there are two methods for extracting the oil from the formation. First is by natural pressure, the oil we are extracting from the formation. And second one, the secondary method is like this, means we are injecting the water by adjacent wells to that particular wells, and we are creating a artificial pressure inside the formation. So the oil extraction start at an oil well where pump jacks, these are the artificial pumps we are using. So it is used to lift oil from the underground reservoirs. So the oil come out from the ground. It is having some water, whatever oils is coming from the formation. So this mixture of water and oil, we are actually sending to this tank batteries. And here the water separates from the oil. So this tank battery is a group of tanks that are connected to receive crude oil from the well. The oil is then transported for further processing, and the water is pumped through pipelines to the water flood station here. And it is now called produced water. And it can contain residual oil and other contaminants such as toxic hydrogen sulfide gas and other impurities. At the water flood station, the produced water flows into a large storage tanks called a suction tank. You can see here. And the water then enters a building called the pump house. The pumps are used to pressurize the produced water and inject it back into the oil field through injection wells like this. The injected water increase the reservoir pressure and displaces the oil, allowing a larger quantity of oil to be extracted. And at the time of incident, there were 2 pumps in the pump house. Pump number 1 and pump number 3. They removed the pump number 2 for maintenance. So the pump house also contains a control room from which employees run the station, and typically the station is not continuously occupied. Then the employee, which is actually operating this pump house or this station, they are calling as a pumper. So his responsibility is like that. He has to visit twice per day to record meter readings and inspect equipment. If there is an equipment problem, the pumper is not at the station, so the alarm system triggers an automated phone calls to the pumper from this control room, and it is then the pumper's responsibility to acknowledge the alarm and go to the station to determine what is causing it. The station was also equipped with a hydrogen sulfide detection system, and that would trigger a separate automated phone call to the pumper. on duty if it detects dangerous levels of toxic gas. So the system would also illuminate a rotating beacon light on top of the pump house. We can see here. It is the beacon light. If they detect the hydrogen sulfide, it has to be rotate and show the illumination. So we will go here for description of incident. So on the evening of October 26, the Waterflood station control system activated an oil level alarm on a pump. And 5 minutes later, the phone system called to that particular pumper, alerting him of a pump malfunctioning. So at 6:38 p.m., the pump house control board registered a high oil alarm level, and phone record shows that after 5 minutes later, the alarm system triggered an automatic phone notification to that particular employee. After receiving this notification, the pumper come to that flood station. He parked his car near the water flood station and leaving his personal S2S monitor in his car. Then the pumper went into the control room where the control system indicated the alarm was for pump number 1, which we saw earlier here. Then the pumper were prepared for work on pump number 1, and the pump which could automatically start when enough water was available to pump to the injection wells, and it was still connected to its power source. And same time, the pumper did not de-energize that pump number 1. He closed pump number 1 discharge valve only and partially closed the pump's intake valve. While the pumper was near the pump, he was overcome because of the water is leaking from that plunger of that particular pump, and he overcome by this hydrogen sulfide, and he fatally injured by this toxic gas. After several hours, when he did not return back to his home, his spouse, his wife also drove the car with his 2 children to the station to check on him, why he did not return like that. Then she entered the Waterflood station facility and searched for him. She found on the floor in the pump house. Then she also overcome, because she don't have this kind of personal monitor and detection system also. So she also overcome by hydrogen sulfide, and she also fatally injured by this hydrogen sulfide gas. A short time later, the emergency responders approached the pump house, and they detected a very strong smell of hydrogen sulfide. So this required them to set up the command post like self-contained breathing apparatus. They found that the pumper and his wife deceased inside the pump house, and water is continuously spilling from pump number 1. Then the responders rescued the 2 children, those who are actually inside the spouse, his spouse cars. Then after that, the CSB, Chemical Hazard and Safety Investigation Board from USA, they analyze these 6 issues pertaining to this incident. The one of is that the pumper was not equipped with his company issued personal hydrogen sulfide detection device, H2S monitor, when he entered into the pump house. And on the night of the incident, he forget his personal H2S monitor in his car. The second issue they detected is that they don't have the written lockout and tagout procedures and policies, but they relied on the verbal procedures without formalized training on the night of the incident. And the pumper did not properly perform lockout tagout to de-energize the pump before performing work on it. So instead, he started to close the pump's valves while the pump was still configured to be automatically operated by the control system. And as a result, the control system automatically turned on, and the water is containing hydrogen sulfide is escaped from the that shattered plunger, and it was continuously spilled out from that plunger. The third issue they discovered is that the confinement of H2S inside this pump house, there was no proper ventilation, inadequate leading to fatal concentration of hydrogen sulfide gas within that building. So this is also the major issue. The fourth issue they discovered is that there are lack of safety management system. For example, there was no risk assessment, no training, and there was no hazard identification program. The fifth issue they discovered is that the non-functioning of hydrogen sulfide detection and alarm system at some of the facility detectors, and it was set to a testing mode, and so it prevented them from sending an alarm signal, and other sensors that were correctly set up were unable to send a signal to the control room, and as a result, the pumper was not warned of the toxic hydrogen sulfide. Either through a telephone alert or by illumination of the red pump house, this flashing beacon. And finally, they discovered that there were deficient site security problem. There were informal policy when an Aghorn employee is working at a facility, the exits gates are normally left unlocked. And on the night of incident, this practice allowed the that pumper's spouse to drive directly to the Waterflood station and enter into the pump house, and where she also fatally injured. Then, following the recommendation which is received from the CSB, there are some key lessons we learned from this incident. The employers, the organization should take action to ensure workers always use the required safety equipment. They have to mandate the use of personal hydrogen sulfide detection whenever they are working. The area which are prone to be hydrogen sulfide. Then they have to develop a site-specific, formalized and comprehensive lockout and tagout procedures and policies. The third is that they have to commission an independent and comprehensive analysis of each facility to examine ventilation and mitigation. And fourth is that they have to develop and demonstrate the use of a safety management program that should have to focus on protecting workers and non-employees from hydrogen sulfide. Then at facilities that handle toxic gases, gas detection and alarm system must be adequately designed, maintained, and it has to be tested. Then the last is that industry facilities should ensure effective site security system. It has to be in place to prevent non-employees entering into that particular facility. So these are the lessons learned we have to implement in our facility. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Salman, for your brief and very well presented presentation on the toxic gas of H2S and how it has killed the employee and also his wife. You have explained very well, mashallah. Thank you very much. And now the forum is open for question and answers. If the participants has any of the questions, please go ahead. Thank you.
Any questions are there? Please raise your hand so that we'll unmute you.
If anybody is having any questions, please raise your hand. We will wait for 2 more minutes and then we will proceed.
I think Mr. Ashok sir is here. He raised his hand. Yes, sir. You can
Yes,
share your question.
Thank you. Thank you for the excellent presentation of that case study. I wonder whether this particular station is, remotely monitored. I know one guy is going every day to check it, but is there any remote monitoring also there for that particular station? Because I understand from the presentation that H2S detectors or systems are not working, but nowadays everything is being monitored remotely. Is that recommendation given by CSB for any such a remote monitoring or something like that?
Yes, sir. Recommendation we received from the Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board, USA.
Now, my question is whether any remote monitoring systems have they recommended?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. We have the detailed report of CSB. Honestly speaking, they have not gone on that particular point. It is a valid point. They have commented on the recommendation for the security improvement rather than going for the remote operation. No, they have not asked for the remote, sir. But as you are right, it's a very valid point to add it in the recommendations.
Which year it happened? Maybe that time the technology was not much. Maybe it's an old incident, correct? Which year it happened?
On 26 October 2019, sir.
2019?
It is newly,
Yes, sir.
recent incident.
Yeah, recent. So, okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, please. Do we have any other question? Inshallah, it was a very good question from Ashok sir. Do we have any other? Otherwise, we will proceed to the next speaker. Yeah, I think we can go ahead with the second speaker, Ramana. If anybody is having the questions, we can also take at the end. Thank you, Salman, for your great presentation. And now the second presentation is on experience sharing on one of the pig launcher incident by Mr. Tarique Abdullah. He is a fire and safety engineer. Again, he is also from KAK-Lamor joint venture company. And mashallah, he is also having 7 years of experience in the field of HSC with computer-aided risk analysis and different system engineering and also on fire prevention at plant. One of the good thing what I have observed in his career is he has completed Airport Authority of India training on how to fight the ATF career fire. That's very good thing. Also, he has attended the thermal power plant NTPC health and safety training. Mashallah, he has very good knowledge on firefighting systems and fire and safety engineering. Now he is going to present us on the pig launcher incident. Mr. Tarique, now it's your turn. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Please allow me to share the speech.
Ramana,
Yeah, it's enabled, but he is in 2 devices. One is
I think Tarique, you have multiple nearby people sharing, login from the network. Kindly disable that so that you will not have the echo, I think. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
Can you see my screen, sir?
Yeah, it's okay. Perfect.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Good evening, everyone. I'm proud to have an opportunity to speak today at PSM session. Also, I am honored and humbled to be invited to speak today's session by Mr. Arshad Ayyub Sheikh, the head of the PSM committee. I would like to thank our president, Mr. Mazharuddin Sheikh, as well as our vice president, Mr. Abdullah Khan, and our secretary, Mr. Abul Khan, for facilitating and organizing a fantastic session on process safety management. I would like to thank our mentor, Mr. Ujwal Ritvik, and all PSM mentors for providing consistently and teaching us that a process safety management program is a critical for any business that has highly hazardous substances on site. Today, I'm going to present you a lesson learned related to a pig launcher incident that was happened somewhere in North America in the onshore facility. Before we move to the topic, I would like to highlight some rough image overview so you can understand the incident that I'm going to present. Because pipelines means we all are working in the oil and gas, and pipelines are a fundamental part of oil and gas industry. And it is a primary transportation method of, for crude oil and natural gases and even the refined products like that. So basically, what is pigging? Pigging is the efficient and effective method to clean the pipeline. Building a pipeline network, on the other hand, is a major task. And most pipelines means pay for themselves, like with the product they transport, they are expensive investment. So this investment should be properly maintained and monitored. For that purpose, we are using pigging method. Some may have confused why we are calling it pigs like that. It's a very typical word, pigs. Pigs get their name from the squealing sounds when they are inserted inside and moving through the pipeline. So it sounds like a squeal. So how we are carrying pigging? First, it's a steady state, like some moving state. For example, any service flow. And over the time, some period of time, like a rust deposited inside the pipe and made salt scale, which causes resistance in the pipe fluid. On that time, we are carrying pigging. So over the time of pipeline, pigging method we are using to cleaning the network, and that network is very large. And number of sectional amount like 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and there is online tracker also. But in the second, when we discuss about in the respect of pre-commissioning, the line could be half kilometer of, or like 1 kilometer, like a 10 inch, 24 inch. So different types of pigs available to clean the pipeline. So basically, the method of pigging is safe. Anything inside the pipe, like remaining hydrotest water, loose material, anything like when we are grinding or building any material deposited inside. So that all types of cleaning use the pigging method. Here you can see some typical example of pig launcher and receiver. There is a launch barrel. We insert the pig from here. Then you can see the upside vent valve and the downside drain valve. Then you can also see the kicker line, the downside downstream isolation valve. And also means the kicker line that is used to pressurize the upstream side of pig so it can be launched. Also, means these are the typical example component of the pig launcher. Here's the launcher and the receivers. Further, we move forward towards today's lesson learned. On June 25, 2012, at a production facility somewhere in North America, one of the global leading companies hired a contractor that state the guaranteeing safe pigging operation. So during a preparation of pipeline inspection, by using a pigging operation, a temporary pig launcher that was attached to a pipeline was overpressurized and failed. This incident caused one fatality and the hospitalization of 2 individuals. See here. The trap valve between the pig launcher and the pipeline had mistakenly been left closed, and experienced inline inspection team assumed that the pipeline valves were the proper position and started purging the line with nitrogen from nitrogen truck. When the initial pressure was applied, this pressure gauge on the pig launcher was apparently read 0. So it seems like the urging the team to apply more pressure on the pig. They feel that pressure wasn't applied and increased pressure. Means it was believed that the gauges overranged within second of starting pumping, and that when the gauge needle was pushed up against the 0 stop, it appeared to show means like a 0 pressure. Within minutes, the temporary pig launcher was pressured beyond its mechanical burst pressure. Because the temporary pig launcher had no pressure relief device, it was finally pressurized beyond its burst pressure, resulting in an explosion. So incident never asked to happen. They happen as a result of single mistakes, and we look at the process safety factor. They are disastrous. Many lives were lost due to some minor error and decisions. So what was the root cause actually? Let's move, if we can't use the proper equipment at the proper place, it could be disaster. We shall have to make sure before doing any test on pipe. The first, that pumping equipment was capable of delivering pressure far in excess than the design pressure of the launcher. So, and the second, the risk associated with the high pressure to low pressure had not been fully recognized by the team. Eventually, there was no pressure relief valve on the temporary pig launcher. And it was also observed during the design stage, they did not consider the temporary pigging operation. We all know the importance of HAZOP. They did not specify the HAZOP. They did not specify the temporary pig launcher during the HAZOP. And the technique involving mitigation the hazards and implemented the precaution by a knowledge and professional team. So the operator increased the pressure, and then when the pressure gauge not deflected, means here competency of the working crew was not verified and assessed. Means they increased the pressure and did not observe and inform to the work crew why the pressure gauge is not working. Like it's looked like and also the procedure did not specify the need of pressure relief device. Means it looked like a man planning to cook some sweets food, but don't have the sufficient recipe. It would become something different. Like there is also a thorough risk assessment not available and clear risk control not defined. Also, like equipment like PSD pressure safety device not calibrated and maintained, and inadequate training to the working crews is also not proper. Improper method of statement present at the work site. So what was the lesson learned? The design of temporary pig launcher and the PSD shall be verified by engineer team and approved by third-party inspection company. It's like a safety valve, relief valve, safety, and temperature and pressure, everything. They should have to first inspected by the approved company and calibrated. A pressure safety device must be calibrated on a regular basis. Next, a thorough risk assessment must be carried out and clear risk control must be identified. Means risk assessment are very important as they form an integral part during the process operation. Individual worker behavior is critical to, and also during the design phase, all activities must be clearly defined and stated in the HAZOP. And only competent workers shall be assigned to carry out the task. That means the individual worker behavior is critical for any organization, health and safety management system, and in any organization like that. If one worker behaves in an ideal safe manner, for example, but the other worker does not, so it means the other worker is endangered to others, like one safe persons. And the competency of contractor and its personnel should be verified prior to start of work. Procedure always need to be reviewed and updated accordingly by the safety experts. And we move forward. So the procedure always need to review and updated accordingly by the safety experts. Let's see the factor of process safety. We all know that difference between process safety and personal safety. That the accidents involving personal safety tend to occur very frequently, but often have little consequences. Conversely, process safety incidents tend to have infrequently, but can often have atmospheric result, like a catastrophic results when things go wrong. We are taking all the precautionary measures and strict guidelines, but again mistakes happen in the process, like a rapid overpressure, event gas leak, explosion, release of highly toxic or energetic material like that. So the first factor was the contractor management. We should always have to consider the contractor before we selecting any contractor. We should have to check and review the risk assessment and all the items like accident and incident history, policy, and everything. So in this incident, they didn't assess the contractor before hiring to start the pigging operation. Also, we have to check the mechanical integrity. Mechanical integrity is also a part of one of the 14 element part of the OSHAs, and it's very crucial. They did not assess the equipment, they did not calibrate any equipment, and they are just ignored during the pigging operations. They did not follow the procedure. So the mechanical integrity should be proper. And the third is the human error. We should now recent days, it shows that in the process safety, human error is a very catastrophic. And we are seeing multiple events. Like, for example, I'm going to share you a word like work monotony. It means the people are overcome by going to the work by day. So they are not having proper. They feel like a boring. If they are once they are going to the work site and they are doing the same work day by day, they feel like bored. So these types of human error shall be considered during the process safety operations. I would like to conclude this. Thank you.
Thank you, Tarique, for one of the great experience sharing incident of pig launcher. I hope many of us also might have seen similar type of incidents in our projects. It is common in most of the pipeline projects. Not only pipeline projects, even where we have GCs and booster stations, where the pipelines have been part of the scope and where we are doing this pig launcher. Very common incident regularly happening in every project. At least you can say the likelihood once in 2 years we can hear this type of incidents, even in GCC. That's very good presentation. Thank you, Tarique, explaining all the root causes and lesson learned. Now the forum is again open for the questions from the participants. Please go ahead. Thank you. If anybody wants to ask a question, please raise your hand. Yeah, Ramana, can you unmute Mr. Jasser?
Good evening, everyone. Sir, I would like to ask one question. Actually, I am not much more familiar with this peak launcher. So I just wanted to ask what is the difference between peak launcher and hydrojetting, and which is considered as the safest method of this cleaning?
Sorry, I did not hear you.
What is the difference between peak launcher and the hydrojetting? What I understood with this presentation are both are used for the cleaning purpose only. And which is the safest method for the cleaning purpose, whether it's the hydrojetting or the peak launcher?
Actually, hydrojetting is also part of pipeline flushing methods, but the safest methods we are using in the pipeline is the pigging method. Like in the both state, like in the study, in the process flow line, and also as respect of pre-commissioning, in both stages we are using the pigging method. Well,
Any other participants can also elaborate this answer if they wants to. And please mute your videos. Don't show your video. Mute your video.
I think there is one more participant. He has raised his hands. I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. Shahid Ibrahim raised his hand. You can unmute and go ahead, Mr. Shahid Ibrahim.
Shahid, yeah, please go ahead.
In our project, I am Shahid Ibrahim from GC31 project. Sir. Regarding this pig launcher accident, I have also a pig launcher area in our GC. For when accident happened, construction team blaming to safety. Safety ensure everything in place like that. All equipment should be third party competent person. What is the competent person of worker? They are, but construction team ignoring and full blaming on the safety. So I am asking related this accident, who is the main accident? This type of accident happen. Who is the main people? Why?
I did not hear your voice. It's breaking.
My voice breaking, sir?
No, Mr. Shahid, I heard your question. That's
Yeah.
very good question. You are asking once the pig launcher incident happens, who has to be blamed?
Yes.
Yes, Shahid, this is nothing to blame, neither safety, neither construction, neither engineering, neither no one. First of all, we all as a team has to ensure that this type of incident should not occur. Right from the
Yeah.
design, right from construction, right from operation, everyone is responsible to stop this type of incidents, to avoid this type of incident. We have to prevent this in the first stage. So the
Yes,
design
sir.
has to be proper, the execution has to be proper, the operation also has to be proper. So you are right. Usually this is whenever, not only in this pig launcher incident, any incident, once the incident happens, then everybody will remember safety, very safety. This is common in not only in one project, all over the world. This is the common statement. However, we have to teach people, we have to educate people that safety is not only after the incident, it has to be from the design stage. Thank you, Shahid. Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir, very much.
I think if anybody is having any questions, otherwise we will proceed forward. Please raise your hand. Okay. Ramana, do we have a next plan, or shall I have one thing to share from my side? Can I go ahead?
Yes, Mr. Arshad, if you want to share something, share it. No issue.
First I would like to conclude these presentations from both the speakers. Thank you very much, Mr. Salman and Mr. Tarique, for accepting our invitation and preparing the presentations, very nicely presented, and you have executed very well. Thank you very much for that. Also, in the upcoming days, we are planning for one of the PSM technical meet of awareness session on e-hazard which is called as SAFOB, in the month of October. Tentatively, we are planning on third Friday, like 21st of October. We are finding the speakers availability. We have already contacted him. He said that he will recheck the calendar and confirm us. I request all the members to participate in this particular technical study. This is not actually the document. This is a study like HAZOB. We conduct the PhD studies like HAZID, HAZOB, SIL, LOPA, all those studies. Similarly, on the electrical systems, there is a study called E-HAZOB, also called as SAFOB, will be carried out. E-HAZOB is not like internet HAZOB, it's like electrical system hazard and operability study, which is also called as SAFOB. So I request everyone to register yourself on this technical meet and participate, and hopefully this will be in the month of October before PDC. Soon or later, we will be preparing the flash on this, and we will be circulating through all our channels. Thank you for this. Ramana, I think now you can take forward.
Actually, Mr. Arshad, there are few members, I think maybe new members, and somebody is raising their hands. Could you ask?
Yes, please. Just a minute.
Mr. Barkat Habib is raising his hand.
Yes, Mr. Barkat, can you please unmute yourself and please go ahead.
Hello everyone, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine. Yes, Barkat, you can introduce yourself. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Actually, I'm sitting in one near my neighbors with family.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you. We can see you. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Actually, disturbance here. Too much disturbance here. Actually.
No issues. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Absolutely. We can move
Yes,
ahead.
Ramana.
If anyone wants to talk about something, can introduce yourself, you can open your mic and talk. Otherwise, we can take this session at the end. Sudhirji, I'm going to post this one online quiz so that people will know, participate in
Just
the
a
quiz.
minute, Ramana. Before we post our quiz, just we will give 2 minutes for the new participants to speak themselves. If anybody is attending this technical meet first time, please introduce yourself, your name, your company name, your experience, and how you feel about this technical meet. Please introduce yourself if anybody is attending first time.
Good. Yes.
Raise your hand, we will unmute you.
I think Mr. Abdullah Inam. Abdullah Inam is there.
Yes, Mr. Abdullah, go ahead.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam. Go ahead. Yeah, thank you.
Alhamdulillah, today's session is full of information. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. Myself, Abdullah Inam. I hail from Bihar. I have completed diploma in civil engineering from Jamia Millia Islamia. I have worked as civil supervisor at Aghorn Infrastructure for almost 5 years. Besides that, I have also done 6 months diploma program in fire and safety management and industrial safety as well. Currently, I'm doing BTech in civil engineering from All Saints College, Madhya Pradesh. Thank you. That's all about me.
Thank you, Abdullah. Nice to hear you that you are pursuing a bachelor's degree in engineering. We hope we wish you all the best. We hope that we will be seeing you in the future also.
Mr. Jasar
Ramana, can you unmute? Please, everybody, please mute yourself and raise your hand. We will unmute you, please.
Mr. Shahid Ibrahim, he raised his hand. Mr. Shahid Ibrahim.
Ramana, can you unmute Mr. Shahid? He wants again to speak. Can you unmute him? Yeah, Mr. Shahid, go ahead.
Sir, my name is Shahid Ibrahim. I am from Bihar, Patna. First time I joined this SSP. I complete my graduation in Patna University and second Nibosh and now completed ISO 45001 lead audit. Now I am working in Dorsal GC31 project last 7 years. Before I worked in UAE, our Shah project, and before there Qatar QP, under QP project. So I total experience is 14 years. I am here working senior safety officer, Dorsal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shahid. Welcome, welcome. We hope you enjoyed the session and continuously attend these technical meets. Thank you.
Inshallah.
Mr. Jasar. Yeah, Ramana, can you unmute Mr. Jasar?
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, and good evening to everyone. I think my name is not Jasir, my name is Mohammed.
Unmute yourself, Mr. Jasar. Jasar, you are muted yourself. Unmute yourself and speak. Ramana, can you unmute Mr. Jasar?
He's in
Yes, can you hear my voice? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, Jasar.
Yes, my name is Mohammed Sadhu Sarvakram from Mumbai, Bandra West. And I have completed my BCom graduate and I have completed my NIBOS IGC and 1 year advanced diploma in fire and safety engineering from MSBTE. And I am working for Honeywell company for 3.5 years as a senior HSC coordinator. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. Nice to meet you and nice to see you. We wish you to continue attending our sessions. Thank you.
I think there is new guy, Raja, Mr. Raja, I think so. Mr. Raja.
Okay. Mr. Raja. Mr. Ramana, can you unmute Raja, please?
He's not a new member.
Okay, anybody new, please raise your hand. We will unmute you. Mr. Huzaifa, yeah, can you unmute him, please? Huzaifa, can you speak now? You are unmuted. Yeah.
And also, I would like to request our valued members and today's the team members who are attending, please subscribe our YouTube channel so you will get a notification. That will be very good information for you. So you will get more updates on it. So it is a request from on behalf of chapter, please subscribe our YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ifam. Mr. Huzaifa, can you please speak now?
I have some issues, I think, Mr. Devji.
Okay, no issues. If anybody wants to speak,
just
yeah, if
we would like to, yeah.
If sorry, if anybody also wants to share some experience or give some words, please raise your hand. We will unmute you, inshallah.
Mr. Amir Rashid is here and some other valued members
Yeah,
are here. If they want to share, yes.
Okay.
please,
Amit is
can you unmute? Can you unmute Amir? He let him speak, please.
Yeah.
We want to hear from him.
Yeah, he can unmute. Amirji, please unmute yourself. No, what he's telling is he is asking to allow everyone so that they can unmute and talk. He's asking to give the opportunity. So I have given unmute option to everyone. Those who want, they can open their mic and talk.
I think, is anybody there to speak? Please raise your hand. Otherwise, we move forward. I think, yeah, I think Ramana, we can move ahead with our next plan. What is our next agenda, please?
Okay, we'll go for online quiz.
Okay.
Good evening, all.
Yeah.
I'm going to post the online quiz link in the chat box. Okay, this one will be open for 5 minutes. Those who are attending, they can click the link and participate in the quiz, so that you will be receiving a participation certificate for this PSM technical meet. Okay, but the link will be open for 5 minutes only. Please note. Thank you very much. And I request everyone to come forward to participate in this type of presentations. You can get the data. You can ask us. We will provide you the data. Only thing is, this is the opportunity, good platform to learn and present. That's why you can raise your hand so that I will make a note of it, and I will communicate to you to give the like content and other things. I will guide you like how to present and where to get data and what type of data we need to present. Everything I'll guide you. Okay, so nothing to worry about it. Only your presence is required. This is a good opportunity. You just come forward and give me your name by raising your hand or putting a chat message to me. We have given our WhatsApp number also. You can always, anytime you can send a message to me so that I'll try to communicate to you. This is really a good opportunity to enhance your skills. Once you are presenting, you will get a lot of confidence, and it is really helpful to the professional growth.
Ramana, are you ready with your results for quiz?
No, will take time, no? That's why this should be done before, because it will take time to get the data.
No problem. We are still within our deadline of 8:30. Inshallah, we'll finish. Thank you. Thank you, Ramana.
Okay, done, Surajji. You can move ahead.
Yes, Ramana, I think you can announce the main winners. Thank you.
Felicitation will be there. After that, it will continue. Felicitating the speakers.
Go ahead.
first.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead with the presentation.
Yes, could you open the slides?
Thank you, Mr. Salman. Thank you for presenting the great presentation on HTS gas leak in Waterflood station. Please accept our felicitation from ASSP Kuwait chapter. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Also, thank you, Mr. Tarique Abdullah. It was a very good presentation on experience sharing of pig launcher incident. As everyone is telling, everyone is facing this type of incidents in their projects. It was briefly explained about root causes and lesson learned. Thank you and accept our felicitation. Thank you. Thank you, Tarique. Now it's time to announce the quiz winners. Mr. Ramana, now the forum is back to you. Thank you. Congrats, Mr. Salman. He is our deputy for PSM, and thank you, Salman. Nice participation. Congratulations to Mr. Nitin Kumar. He was the first one to join our technical meet today in the morning. Sorry, in the beginning. Congratulations to you, Mr. Nitin.
Thank you very much.
Also congratulate Mr. Abdullah for your participation of the quiz. Congratulations. Thank you. Now I think the closing address by Mr. Safdar. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
On behalf of Executive Committee, Vice President Safdar Ali Khan is thanking you for today's event itself. And we are having a packed full participant, around 65 participants all the time. And we really thank PSM committee headed by Arshad Ayub Sheikh. And a special thank to the today presenter, Mr. Salman Burhanuddin and Mr. Tarique Abdullah for their two presentation. One was for H2S leak and another was a pig launch incident. These incidents are really very vital lesson sharing in oil and gas, and I am sure it is beneficial to many of the participants. We also look forward for your active participation throughout the session itself. Usually this process safety event is happening every third of Wednesday, and your presence mattering a lot to us. It shows your dedication till the end. We were having a good number of participants. Now the event has reached far and reached many times that the event is not limited to the region of Kuwait. People from India, people from UAE, people from Pakistan, people from other part of all are also joining us. So we'll strive for the better quality in days to come, and we also look forward for your support to SSP activity like SSP-GCC award we have launched, and we look forward to promote this event and initiative. There was another event which was announced by our president, PDC, Professional Development Conference, which is scheduled from 9th to 10th of November. And there are too many training programs for enhancement of the individual who are working in HSC. So try to get this benefit at your convenience. You have a long time to go, like participation in award, campaigning the award. You can be part of SSP journey itself, and together we are learning and growing together. So a special thank to our chapter operation and support team, and thank you all, and look forward for your continued support. Like our chapter staff has also invited those who are looking for an opportunity for giving a sort of presentation. The presentation can be of 10 minutes or 15 minutes. There are mentors and tutors here in the group who can help us to developing your content and fine tuning yours. So please come forward, look opportunity if you are having something to present and share. This is the way we learned from each other. And thank you all, the whole team from EC Executive Committee, especially our chapter secretary, who was throughout very lively to the session itself. And like our chapter staff also mentioned that we are also visible on our social media like LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube page. Those who have missed this opportunity in the beginning of that, they can still have a look on that past technical meet. So this is the way we can be growing and learning together. Anyway, thank you for your time and attention and participation. We look forward for hearing from you. Thank you and good night. Over to you, Ramana, if someone wants to do some networking.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Mr.
much.
President, Mr. Vice President, Mr. Safdar Ali Khan. And Mr. Ramana, just handle the guys and ask if somebody want to say something.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Abdullah. Good evening all once again. As I already told you, this is a good opportunity to enhance your skills. So if you would like to talk something, whatever you want, you can just open your mic and continue. This is a networking session. Okay. So it's an opportunity to speak ourselves. Start, then I have to call one by one then, if nobody opens. Someone is opening their mic, please start. Who is it? Salman? Would you like to talk? Okay, I'll call one by one then, whoever stays. Mr. Mujahid Jia, would you like to talk? Yeah, Mr. Shahid Ibrahim, you can unmute yourself.
Sorry, sir. No.
Yeah, okay, you already introduced, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Good evening, sir.
good evening. Who is this?
Yeah, Mr. Ramana. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. I've been attending these events, and I appreciate all honorable members for this wonderful opportunity and very lively sessions also. Learning a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your active participation all the time. And I will be contacting you soon, to get you in for a presentation. Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Mateen Gite, would you like to talk? Mr. Mateen?
सब घट रहा है I don't know.
Mr. Sahid, could you please mute yourself? Yeah, done. Okay, then whom shall I ask? Hujefa, could you open your mic? Is it okay with your audio? Or still you're struggling?
This is
Yeah, Mr. Kizar, would you like to talk?
Sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, I would like to say for such knowledge sharing and informative shape of technical meet. Thank
Mr. Kizar, you might be having network issue over there. We couldn't be able to hear you properly. Okay, thank you. Anyway, yeah, please go ahead.
That was a wonderful knowledge sharing, amazing technical meet session. Thank you so much, ASSP once again.
Thank you, thank you. This sentence is okay. Thank you for your appreciation. We are always, struggling to enhance the skills of our members. So we are doing our best. And I'm always getting, comments from you, in the WhatsApp. It's nice that you are always communicating with us, though you are far from Kuwait. But you're always participating in our PSM technical meetings. Thank you for that. And Mr. Narendra ji, please have some few words. Mr. Abdullah Inam. Narendra ji, please open your mic and say a few words.
Thank you very much, Ramana. It was really good presentation, useful presentation, and very informative. We came to hear some new topics and also experience sharing. Well done, keep it up, speakers. We look forward to your presence and again. Thank you.
Thank you, Narendra ji. Thank you very much. Okay, anyone would like to talk, or shall we close? Okay, if no one is ready to talk, then we'll close the meeting and we'll have our next meet. We'll be having our next technical meet on 19th October. Okay, so don't forget the date. If you forget the date, also no issues, but the day will be fixed. Every month, 3rd Wednesday, the PSM technical session follows. Okay, so I have noted 2 names. I'll be contacting them soon for to get the presentation for our next technical meets. And what we need to do is, okay, I will talk to the committee. I have head of the committee, and we'll move forward for the next session. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful night.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all. Good night, Ramana sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night to everyone. Thank you.
Good night. Good night. Thank you all.